There was another victory today for Steve Wynn in the city of Everett and their plans for a resort casino. State gambling regulators say they see no wrongdoing by Wynn Resorts following last week's arrest of 3 owners of land the company wants to develop into a casino. The arrival of casino gaming in Massachusetts has been a long road full of twists and turns, and it's not over yet. And Massachusetts is far from the only state where the casino industry and gambling opponents are doing battle. My guest is Bernal. He's National Director of Stop Predatory Gambling. Pro-casino guests were also invited to take part tonight, but none were available. And I should say we asked them many a time, and we have been asking them for 3 days. So we were attempting to be fair and balanced, as someone once said. Les, great to see you. Thank you so much. Stop predatory gambling. Does that mean there is something that is non-predatory about gambling? Is there such a thing, according to you?
Well, our focus is how government uses gambling to cheat and exploit citizens.
What is cheating? Is it always cheating and exploiting if they have state-sponsored gambling?
Essentially, gambling is illegal. Commercial gambling is illegal in this country unless government is a partner to it. So our position is keep gambling private and local, small licensed games, and take these powerful casino and lottery corporations out of government.
Yeah, and even though there are many who would say they agree with you, a lot of religious leaders feel that way. You gave a speech in 2004, I read today, as you said, as you know, there's a strong backlash developing to the massive expansion of gambling. I would say the backlash is against opponents. Casinos are opening everywhere. Lotteries are expanding. We're sitting in a state, as you know, used to work here, that is the most gambled upon lottery by far per capita in the United States of America. So the trend is for more of this, not less of it, right?
Sure. But it's not like the citizens aren't pounding for more opportunities to go lose money. Like this isn't driven by a public good. This is driven by very powerful special interests in partnership with state governments who are desperate for revenue. Because at the end of the day, this is a public policy that's its whole purpose is to extract money from citizens. And it's been a failure. It's been a failure. You could argue the state lottery in Massachusetts, it's been a massive failure.
Why has it been a failure?
Well, we have, Massachusetts has one of the highest rates of financial inequality of any state in the country. You think that's a coincidence? We also have one of the most predatory and exploitive state lotteries. We used to encourage people to buy savings bonds, right? We wonder why we have a shrinking middle class. Well, the working class and low-income people, that no one saves any money because at every street corner, it's you have $30 scratch tickets now hanging off the counter.
And by the way, just to buttress that, in Chelsea, for example, the average income is $15,000. $1,100 of that is bet on the lottery. Right. In Weston, $260,000 is the average income. Only $44,000 is bet on the lottery. Right. But the reason it's done, and you know this better than I used to work in a legislature, is because people in legislatures can raise money without raising taxes. And then they're able to say this is voluntary. You don't have to go play. You don't have to go to the casino. You don't have to go buy a scratch ticket.
Right.
And so if they have to raise money, is it not better that it be via a quasi-voluntary activity than by mandatory imposition of taxes?
Well, this is little to do about any kind of voluntary tax. This is a public policy that actively cheats and exploits citizens. Many of these people go to play the lottery. Like, we're telling them that you have a chance to win. Even though the more you play, it's guaranteed you're going to lose. And what's amazing about the casino debate here in Massachusetts is there's been absolutely no focus over the last 8 years that the state's had this debate. The slot machine is the bread and butter of the casino business. There's been one news story in 8 years, and it ran on a Saturday, about how a slot machine works. And let me just very briefly tell you how it works. It's designed to get, the more you play it, it's designed mathematically to get you to lose. It's absolutely a formula, guaranteed mathematical certainty. The flip side of that is the machines are designed in such a way where citizens can't stop playing them. So here you have, it's designed to get you to lose money, and yet at the same time it's designed so you can't stop playing them. Like, it's scandalous. And the only reason why these guys get away with it is because government is a partner to it.
Let me read you the statement from the other side that couldn't find anybody to appear tonight. Every year, 1 in 3 American adults visits a casino, whether to play a game, catch a show, or just enjoy a day out. The vast majority enjoy gaming responsibly. Most set a limit on how much they spend, typically $100 or less. A quarter of casino patrons never gamble. They go for amenities. And here's the key I want to ask you about. While casinos may not be for everyone, many Massachusetts residents already enjoy them, spending almost $1 billion in other New England states each year. It seems to me that your argument is weaker until you can get rid of casinos in Connecticut. If we hear, as we've heard 10,000 times, that 40% of the license plates in Connecticut are Massachusetts license plates at the 2 casinos, unless they're gone, if they don't gamble here, they're going to gamble there. So you have to get rid of them before you start complaining here.
That whole narrative exemplifies what a dishonest and exploitive public policy this is. because we had this debate. We don't say it's as a great public policy idea. We just say, well, listen, they're going out of state. But when no one
actually, they also say it creates thousands and thousands of jobs. The mayor of Springfield says huge economic opportunity. Our unemployment rate is double digits.
And that jobs argument is part of the dishonesty. Gambling may have jobs associated with it, but one thing that's overwhelmingly clear, and every economist in this country would say, it doesn't create wealth. It doesn't create economic growth. And there's a difference. Having a casino is the equivalent of throwing your money into the street and paying someone to go and have someone go pick it up. It's been a failure. And so the whole going out of state argument is these are national companies. They use that argument in every single state to rationalize they're legalizing them.
One last question, we only have 30 seconds. So let's assume tomorrow you are the czar of gambling in America. You eliminate all the lotteries, all the casinos. Let's just start in Massachusetts. I did the math. You could raise the income tax by 0.5 point and send as much money to cities and towns as lottery does. So would you, as czar, just raise taxes on everybody?
Well, I think what would be great is you phase it out, and then what you'd see is right now we have $4.5 billion wagered on the state lottery. If that $4.5 billion was put into people's savings, was spent on the economy, you wouldn't even see it. So I don't think you even need to start the debate around raising taxes. You just you want to address middle class equality and provide opportunity for people. Take state governments out of the gambling business, out of the predatory gambling business.
Les Bernal, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. It's called Stop Predatory Gambling. And again, for the third time, we invited any representatives from the pro-casino forces, the no on, is it 3? No on 3? Is it no on 3?
The vote yes is repealed.
Yeah,
yes
you
on
are.
3,
no on 3 is the other
right.
side, and apparently no one was available. Now